Hello, and welcome to another episode of We Hate Skill Windows, a podcast about talking about webtoons, manhwa, and other power fantasy things that probably have power fantasies in it. Today we're reviewing Infinite Mage. My name is Rai,
Chris,
and uh, before we quickly do the synopsis bit, what do you think? Do you think this one actually counts as power fantasy?
uh,
Because if we're
no,
talking about like power,
a
he's
little
not really
bit.
powerful, is he? He's sort of
Yeah.
infinite. Uh-huh. But he's not like powerful yet. But I mean, compared to everyone else, he is sort of like a genius, so sort of
It's
right.
a little bit of a power fantasy. It's like a,
But it's like he's not the main character. It feels, you know. Well, he is the main
huh?
character, but like
Not
like
what?
like for most of his life, he was not the main character. You know,
Oh yeah,
the
yeah.
nobles are the main characters, the people with the money. He's a poor, dirty peasant commoner. But yeah, so Infinite Mage follows the story of I'm gonna butcher his name. Shirone.
I've been thinking of it
Chiron.
as Shirone.
Chiron.
What?
Yeah, I thought it was Chirone too, but I was like, is that just because like sort of like Japanese-ish feeling? Is that
I
even
feel like the
Japanese?
entire thing does feel a little Japanese. Yeah,
Like fantasy
especially.
Japanese world, Iruki and all that.
Yeah, they also had a port where they were like talking about like some sort of like spoken word magic, and it was
Oh
called like
yeah. Uh,
I don't remember the name, but it was
Kodama
sounded.
or something.
Yeah, Kotodama. I was like, that's Japanese AF.
Right? Wait, hold on. We've got Google right next to us. Ko Kotodama. Is that a thing? Oh, it is. It's very Japanese. Kotodama refers to the Japanese belief that mystical powers dwell in words and names. It's apparently a real thing. Kotodama is fundamental to Japanese martial arts. What?
Huh.
We're not gonna look into that. I'm gonna get confused. Uh, but yeah, I guess they created martial arts based on Kodotama. But yeah, Shirone then is our main character. He is the adopted son of a woodsman, woodcutter man,
Yeah, yeah.
and his wife, and they live in a little hut, and they're happy. But one day he goes into the city, and he sees, well, he's sort of like in some circumstances. He also gets bullied by this rich, spoiled red girl, or girl with red hair, rather. And
Oh,
red girl, yep. And I don't even, what, whatever. She orders the gangsters she's with to like take his clothes off. It's fine. I don't question it. It's a plot point later though. Uh, but he runs away and he no, that's before. Okay, no. Okay, before he runs into the gangsters, he's like walking along the road and he hears this guy talking about magic and he's like, "Oh my god, magic. I love magic. I've always wanted to learn magic, even though I'm a dirty commoner and don't have magic." Um and then he like climbs over a wall because the headmaster of the academy is like, "Oh, what about the child who's listening in?" But anyway, he gets like shown how to a demonstration of magic. And through the one demonstration he got, or like two demonstrations really, the magic part, the tornado magic and the spirit zone, he learns how to do it.
yep.
So he's a genius. Uh and then because what else we're gonna do? He uses his spirit zone to chop wood better. And then there's a
Yep.
whole arc that doesn't make sense, where he like gets sent to the library of some rich noble house, and they're like, "All right, you sort 10,000 books before the end of the year. Good luck, have fun." And then he does all this stuff, and he meets like the youngest son of the family, and the son ends up like swearing fealty to him, making him royalty in so, or not no royalty, but nobility in some way. And then he goes to Magic Academy, and then it's just school life arc.
Mhm.
It's weird. I reading it back, I didn't realize how it feels like the part where he spent the time with the family and the third son and all that sort of feels like unnecessary.
It does. I
It,
agree.
they don't even talk about it. Once he enters the academy, the only thing in his brain is academy. Where'd the son go?
Yeah, yeah.
Where'd his
He
parents go?
said, well, yeah, where does Brandon go?
Where did anyone go? Nothing matters. Just the academy, apparently.
It could have started from the academy
It could have
portion.
absolutely started from the academy. Like, I'm poor, but I'm like
Yeah.
Hermione Granger, and I like worked my ass off to get here, you know?
Hmm.
And that would have been fine. But no, instead we had to see him go through hardship and almost get executed for being friends with a noble.
Yep.
But like this noble was like the third son and also like someone that even like his dad didn't care about. So I it just felt a little forced. And then Shirone is like weirdly mature for being a kid, but also sort of like real naive. But only in magic school. In real life, he's pretty mature. But in magic school, apparently, he's real dumb. But that's because he was never taught magic. But like, really, what is magic in this sense? Because there's a whole part later on where he gets bullied for like not knowing magic, and also because they think he's like got into the school with connections. But it's like then the professor gives him a book later, and she's like, "Here you go," and then he just has to like read the book, and then he can do magic. So why
Yep.
didn't he just learn magic?
That's true. It
And
seems
then
like
there's like a
anything he
whole point
does.
where it was like, oh my god, Shirone has not been like doing magic because he's been studying how to like do 10 different other things. And so you decided to not learn magic, even though it's something that's asked for in class. I don't know. I just feel like the whole being part of the noble house as a servant arc did not need to exist. It feels like it doesn't tie into anything. And then there's a whole part where Shirone like rejects the offer to become a noble. It's like, damn, you really would? Really?
Because he would have had to give up on his father.
Yeah, but they're
Wow.
not even your real parents. Damn,
Okay, I don't.
I can't relate. If a noble was like, hey, we're willing to adopt you into the family, like your parents will arguably still be your parents, but like you'll just go under a different name. Would you not do it? If it would give you opportunities like far beyond your OG parents' control?
Maybe.
I feel like I do it. But then again, I don't have a great familial relationship. Couldn't tell you. But I don't know how it is for people with like loving families. If you actually care about your parents, you probably wouldn't want to abandon that. Damn, that's crazy. Let's stop talking about that. Did you have anything in your like lore doc, complaint doc? Did you write one this time?
Mm, I feel so. This story has a lot of like kind of the similar pain points I have from other kind of like power fantasy-ish esque stories where it's like I've noticed that one of like the big like antagonists are kind of like just like public opinion. So like half the reason why the villain or the antagonist of some arc does anything is because they're like, oh my god, people look down on me, or oh no, you're not actually that good because your pride, or and then like they'll talk about like the people's perception of you, and that like, and it just feels kind of shallow, I guess, to see how prevalent like that the motivating
Here's my
factor
thing
behind
for that. It feels normal, right? Like bullying does happen in IRL, you know? But
I
they're a
feel like
magic
uh,
academy. Shouldn't they be like beyond this?
plus they're all like 17, 18. I was like, what the frick?
Wait, they're not like 10 years old? I guess they're not,
Right.
yeah. Wait, yeah, how are they so like childish? I don't know.
Yeah,
Like
that's
the one
true.
girl who was like, "Oh my god, I got bullied because I've been in the same class for 4 years. I'll never make it out. So I'm gonna sabotage and possibly kill two of my fellow students because I don't want to
Yeah.
get bullied for another year." What is
Or like
that?
the fa
How does that make sense?
oh, honestly. Or what about that one guy who's like the royal family person? He was like, you were friends with my son, now I have to kill you.
Well, yeah, that felt stupid because again, that dad did not care about his third son. It was like you're the like disappointment of my family. You can't even do swordsmanship. You can't even do that. Why are you here? And then all of a sudden it's like, oh my god, he was friends with a noble. Kill him, execute him on the spot.
Oh.
And then even though all the servants were like really chill with him and like really cared about Shirone, apparently they're like, nah, screw that. No longer your friend. Goodbye. Shirone? Who? They just abandoned him. There was no there's no need to do that. They were like, come on, we'll die for that. But like what is this world?
I
It's got
don't know.
magic, damn it. Why is it so IRL real lifey? Where's the fantasy, damn it? The fantasy
Is it
is
real life here? We're very petty.
they're just so like I mean the realism is appreciated in a way, right? But I almost
I
feel
wouldn't
like it
consider it
doesn't transport me
real.
where anywhere. Like usually when I read fantasy, I want to like go somewhere new, you know? This just felt like normal life, but with magic. Academy, Harry Potter.
Mm.
Also, the Kodatama guy, absolutely useless in actual combat, I would assume. Even his shortened version would be absolutely useless.
Yeah.
Who is gonna let him chant for like 30 seconds? There's no way. They would just blast him. He'd be dead. Because
Literally.
in the chapter, it's like, oh my god, my kindness, I'm gonna go and show all of you little underclassmen how it's done. And he like opens a book and he starts talking about wind magic and he keeps talking. And it's implied
Yeah,
that he
that's like
talks for
literally
like
for
10
three
minutes.
minutes. Oh yeah. Mm.
10 or 30 minutes, I don't know. A long time, long enough that people stop caring. And then finally he unleashes the magic. And he's like, of course, this wouldn't be practical in real combat. So let me show you the better version. And he like chants really fast, but it's still like 32 a minute. There is no possible way someone would allow you to chant for 32 a minute. Unless you were like a siege mage, you know, like protected by like knights or something, you know? Then
Yeah.
maybe. But that must be like some insane magic. Also, it said after I don't know if you caught it in that chapter. That chapter it's also mentioned that students who graduate from this academy are considered unofficial 10th tier mages or 10th circle
Yeah.
mages. But then the instructors are official 6th circle mages?
I think it goes down because the headmaster's a fourth tier.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Usually, right, the 10th circle is like the highest.
Yeah.
Usually go to like 10, 12, 14 star mages, you know. I thought there must have been a typo. I was like, what? Gotta have it wrong. How do you graduate as a higher tier than the professor? Okay, well, you know, that's fair. Okay, one more gripe for me at least. Uh put a note down. Chapter 43. Why is that one professor have her priestess outfit on, and why is the priestess outfit so revealing?
Real honest to God.
I don't know how to explain it, but she's wearing this like very cleavage showing uniform with like a very short skirt. And that's
Oh man,
apparently her
ready.
priestess outfit because she serves God.
Yep.
And but why would the priestesses wear this? You know, maybe this is where the fantasy budget went. Usually, you know, monks and uh priestesses, I suppose, in older times, I'm pretty sure they just wear like big old cloaks and like pretty conservative clothing. But apparently, this was like, no, no, you must show your skin to worship God, and then soothe the
Yeah.
the prisoners, the heathens or something. It didn't quite make sense. And then everyone's like, "Oh my god, she's so cool. She came straight from training." Like, why? Wouldn't you change? Actually, why wouldn't you change? Why would you show up here just to what, like, make the students hornier? Like, what's the point of this weird fan service in the middle of I whatever. That's my gripes about it. Yeah, you want to rate it?
Yeah,
The
sure,
rating
let's
time.
do it.
All right. Feel like sometimes we have a lot to say, sometimes we have nothing to say. This is a nothing to sayer. All right,
We
Art.
didn't really have big issues. It was
No, it also was sort of just slow. Like, what could we talk about? The speed test where apparently a rookie was not actually OP and Shirone is the freak, even though rookie definitely like acted like he was like 10 steps, 10 moves ahead.
oh
It
yeah,
was the
oh
mental
yeah.
game.
There's this annoying thing the author does where they'll create artificial tension. They'll be like every second, it's just someone like, oh my god, they're doing so much better, and then Shirone pulls some random BS crap out of nowhere, and then he's just better, and you're like, oh, he did it again. Wow.
You would think that Ruki, who's his like rival, quote end quote rival, uh, would have known about how to get into infinite space, but apparently he's heard of it, but he's never done it. Like, how would
Yeah.
the genius savant not be doing it? But oh, just Shirone discovered it by accident and also happened to do it. Also, how is it that his six tier circle mage teacher is like, please don't do that ever again, you'll die. You'll like lose sense of yourself. And he's like, all right, I'm doing it again.
Uh,
Why is his conviction
He's just like
so shit?
every single time he's just like, guess I'll die, but I did it for my
Yeah,
friends.
guess he'll die, but that's actually every time he's done it. That's twice. Once for a friend and once again for friends. Yeah, he's so willing to die for friendship. What a wholesome boy. Well, the art's good.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's pretty standard. And give it an 8.
I'll give it an 8 too.
Like, I don't know. I feel like I should still be reserving some points for like the special oomph, you know? Like, where's the Dungeon
Yeah.
Odyssey feel, you know? Where's the where's the worthless regression feel? It's gotta feel unique and cool. I don't know. That's really just an art style pref, and it's definitely easier to just make something that looks pretty standard. But
I
you
think
also
they
don't have to
made a
make it
couple.
so standard and so stupid that it just looks sad. I keep returning back to it, but like, no, now I forgot what it's called.
Are you watching
Evolution,
Venba?
Super Evolution, was
Oh,
it?
never mind. Okay.
Was that the thing we
Yeah.
read? I don't know.
The
Was that
one
the
with the
one where he
cat
like?
girl in the pose where she's bending down.
Well, not even that. It's just like, isn't that the one where he like was that the one where he has no luck or something? Or
Where his
no?
power was luck.
Yeah, his power. Some stupid. First
And
chapter
then he
is him
gets
like on a
the
bike
red
and being like,
power.
"I have no luck," or "My power is to have like really weak luck." I don't know. It was bad. Basically, you read it and you're like, "What did I read?" And then you think about it and you're like, "What did I look at?" It wasn't even like aesthetically pleasing. And then you think to yourself and you go, "Oh, that's right. It didn't need to be. It was just a trash pile read, you know?"
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's an 8. The story. What's the story, you think?
Mm,
Might just be me. It might just be the low amount of chapters. It's only about 57 chapters in. Feels drawn out. I don't know if
I
we
don't.
needed like 7 chapters or so. Well, not 7 chapters. Honestly, probably like 4 chapters, but like, why did the speed gun need so much hype?
Yeah, I don't mind long arcs. I actually prefer like longer arcs compared to most power fantasies where it's like 1 to 2 chapters per arc. But
But then
like,
there's no like fast, stupid wrap up. All right, I defeated the Goblin King by just stabbing him in the heart. All right, next challenge.
it's it just felt like this one didn't have like very good ways to make actual tension happen. And every time it resolved, it just resolves through sheer BS. Like it's just like what was the point of the arc?
Which sharks would you say did that? All of them?
Like I would say like even the most recent one, like the
The ghost arc.
yeah, like he just kind
Supernatural
of
ghosts do exist in a world of magic. Ooh.
he just kind of pulls up BS, and it's kind of light and fun, but it doesn't really.
No, he literally sacrifices his sense of self for a prank.
Yeah,
He literally goes, "If I die here, it's fine because I died proving that ghosts are real. Haha, JK, they're not." That's insane. Can't believe. Uh,
yeah. I don't know. I just thought the arcs themselves were just not the payoff. The entire like execution of the arc,
hmm.
it just didn't feel like it made sense, or not that it didn't make sense. It just didn't feel like worth it to read it.
Yeah, that's fair. I found myself slogging through the last 7 chapters. I was like, ah, like in the first place, why does this club have to prove themselves so hard? Why is that? What's her name, Professor Sienna or something? Why is she such a pain in the ass? Like she has this unnatural obsession with Shirone for no reason. I'm sure
Yeah.
there's some reason, but for no reason seemingly. And she like unconditionally favors him. And at this point, I'm starting to think that Thad's correct. Professor Thad being another character. I used to think, oh man, Sienna's so nice. She's like protecting our beautiful boy. But I'm starting to think our beautiful boy is a little stupid. And he doesn't need this protection.
Mm.
He's a little dense.
Yeah,
I can't believe
something.
everyone's buying the girlfriend boyfriend bit with Amy. They do absolutely nothing together.
I know, right? I don't know why
How,
she's like she
why,
appears every
how
couple
are the
chapters
professors
for the
falling for
same bit.
this? Why are they like, oh yes, you must be, yes. Mm-hmm. And then just don't question it. Like you're
Yeah.
telling me you're not using like scrying magic to make sure that they're like actually a couple and No,
Wait, I
bust
don't
down their
know. That
lie.
sounds illegal, but
Oh, well, well, hold on. They're
what do
at.
you mean?
It's like
He's
using
trying
security
magic
camera
to
footage to make
spy.
sure that everything's okay on campus.
I mean,
Except
that sounds
with.
fun. I don't know if I'd use magic to pinpoint a
Oh,
specific
I'm
couple.
sorry. I
Be
just
like, are
assumed
you
that this
guys
society
actually
didn't have
dating?
like security cameras. They probably have magical
Uh,
orbs that sit on the ceilings and monitor people's movements.
I don't know if verifying couples' identities
No, it's
was
not
on the
about that.
top
It's just about the
docket.
believable. It's about the believability factor of it. Like several times already, there someone just goes, "Wait, you're dating her, and you didn't even know that?" It's like, well, yes, because he's not dating her, and the fact that you asked this question should make you consider the fact that in fact they're not dating. Like when he was asking about the speed gun test, and then his friend's like, "Wait, you're dating Senior Amy, and you didn't even know that she scored the best?" And sure, he looks like dumbfounded. Uh, yeah,
Oh,
yeah. The story's, eh, man. Story just always the weakest. I think. Is that why we
yeah.
read them? Because you just want to like eat snacks and read something stupid. Yeah, I think that's. I feel like that's the gist of it. Let's give it a 6 for effort.
I'll give it a 5.
Yeah, I was about to say you're welcome to go lower. All right, characters. Renee is sort of bland. Not gonna lie. It's like interesting-ish in the beginning, but then you realize he's just got a really big spirit zone and nothing else. The
Yeah, we
fact that
don't
he
really
learned
know
teleport in
much
like a
about
week is pretty
Kira.
cool. But also to teleport better than like students who have been doing for like years, or at least like months. I don't know how long they've been in academy for, but that felt stupid. Also, he was teleporting with the body weight of someone else. How are we gonna explain that, huh? Mark definitely didn't teleport himself all the times he was unconscious.
Yeah.
Jerone literally picked up like someone off the a bulky guy as well. I assume he weighs probably like 160, 170, maybe even 200 pounds. He picked him up and just teleported with him in his hand. Jerone is pretty scrawny. I don't know if he could be capable of that.
I don't know. He chopped in the woods all his life.
Yeah, but has he kept it up after coming to the academy, huh? You lose the
That's true.
muscles, muscular atrophy. Yeah, it's never gonna stay around forever.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, the spread characters sort of suck. Amy is very 1D tsundere, but not even tsundere really. She's not even like they're not even
She
dating.
doesn't appear very often after she leaves.
Yeah, but she's just a mean girl pain in the ass, really. She's like she she's not even dating. They're fake dating. I'm sure I'm sure down the line they'll like start developing feelings for each other and all that stuff, because that's usually how it goes. But right now they're fake dating, and she does not care about Shirone. She sort of does, but like they could just be friends. Didn't have to introduce this plotline. And then Haruki's sort of cool. He's also sort of like useless, I guess. And Lloyd's is his name Lloyd, I think.
I thought it was like
Lloyd.
lead.
Oh,
Wait, are you talking about NEID?
yeah. Oh, for some reason I thought it was Lloyd. No, that's the Spy Family guy, isn't it? Ah, shit. Ned, Need, Nid, Nid a knee.
Nade? I don't know.
Uh, yeah, he's like a scientist in a world of mages.
Yeah.
Well, and they're sort of cool, but we don't really know much about them. There's no real big
Yeah.
bad yet either. Just a slice of life school arc.
It
Yeah,
really is.
it's sort of I, like there's no danger. It's so peaceful. It's jarring. Like, you know how most of these, it's like, I returned from a future where the world's destroyed and monsters overran the city, and then I woke up in the body of my 13-year-old self. No, it's just his first life.
Yeah.
He's just built different. That's literally it. I I need the chaos. I can't live without it. Uh, I'm sorry, characters. You were sort of cool. I mean, yeah, you were sort of cool, but I don't think Big Spear Zone is anything huge. They give you a 4 for effort.
Uh, I think the one thing I look for a lot is just to make sure that the characters' dynamics with each other are very strong.
Hmm.
And I think they're trying to make like I don't know, an interesting cast, but I mean the first friend kind of just fell off the map. So
Yeah, what was his name?
uh,
Like Ogden Rien or something?
yeah,
Butchering the
Rian.
heck out of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably Ryan, honestly.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
That would probably make more sense. Yeah. Blue haired
Uh,
man with sword fell off the map. Uh
Also, I don't
Shogunai's
understand how they
parents fell
became
off the
friends,
map.
honestly.
Yeah, hey, hide me under your desk. Hey, where'd that blue haired fuck go? Oh, he hid under my desk. Oh, you son of a bitch, I'll come after you. And then they became friends.
Yeah.
I feel like I would just get bullied by this guy. But yeah, especially after he would be like, "Hey, fight me in hand to hand, or fight me
Or
in
sword
like
to sword.
sword to sword combat, and if you lose, I'm gonna kill you." Did he say?
Literally
Or
kill you.
yeah,
Yeah, probably.
basically because he was like, "I lost, now kill me." I was like, "Wait, what?" Yeah, yeah, I don't know. Well, clearly he shouldn't have actually tried to be friends if this whole stupid arc with him swearing fealty didn't happen in Knight's Vow and all that. Because otherwise he would just died.
Yeah.
Can't believe his
I'll give
parents
it
are like, I
a.
won't accept your golden coins. Screw off nobility. We'll live in poverty for the rest of our lives. What are you giving it?
I'll give it a.
Oh,
I want to give it a 6,
uh-huh.
but they just weren't very. I'll give it a 5.
Yes. You know, last week as well, I was like, this is a good one. Reading it back, it was not as good. That's always the case, isn't it? The first read through, you're like, oh, it's pretty cute, pretty cool. You read it back and you're like, ah, could be better. All right, what's the calculation here? 8 plus 5.5 plus 4.5. That math. So that's a flat 6. Wow, that's a low on our scale, I think. Have we ever given anything like a 3? There's no way, right?
3?
Yeah, like a
Yes.
straight. Wait, we
Oh wait,
did.
a straight 3?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be too hard because of the art.
Right.
We did give something like a 3.8 though.
We did.
Yeah.
Which one got a? I have to really go back and like remember all the
I
scores.
don't remember the name of it or what it was, honest to God. I just remember giving a 3.8 to something. I was like, oh, I don't know. I was like,
I
yeah, that's fair.
I know the one where we had our friend Winton on. He just destroyed the scores.
Oh
It's
my
like
God, that
negative
one did not
2 or
deserve the
something.
evisceration it got. I was,
It was like
oof.
this trash, lower than trash. Get down there. Uh,
Literally gave 2 zeros. I was like, oof.
Oh man.
It didn't give the art score that high. I was like, dang, y'all, you. Oh,
Doesn't have the art for nope, the I for art, not the art for I. Well, skill windows. Were there skill windows? There were like little informational skill windows at the end of chapters.
yeah.
They
And
weren't
sometimes
really.
the people talked in like gamer speech, even though it
Did
was,
they?
yeah.
They actually? I
Well,
don't catch these.
sometimes.
You really catch everything gamer related somehow.
It's just a drawing when I read. I'm like, oh.
Maybe it's just because I talk in gamer speak, you know? You know, like, go to work and be like, oh man, guess I ran out of HP. Time to drink a health potion. That's such a bad example. There's no one that talks like that. Oh, my stamina's fading. Let me use a stim pack. Yeah, okay. What would be sort of like gamer speak that you could say at like a workplace? My health is low? No. I've ran
I'd
out of
be
mana,
like,
help. I'm out of stamina, it doesn't sound horrible. But
yeah.
that's like
I was
stamina's an
kind of,
IRL thing real too, you know?
yeah.
What would be like a pure we give skill underscore like a some gamer speak? No, it is just not really. There
Not
weren't
really.
really skill windows. I can't fault them on that. Did we hate it for? Have we hated something for skill win? Not since Fated Villain, I think. Really, we
Did we
sort of
read
didn't like it in
Drizzle
Boundless
after?
Necromancer,
Yeah.
but that's in all recent memory. I really don't think we've hated on skill windows anytime soon. Well, that
Oh
sort of
wait,
wraps
well,
up
I
for the most part of this review, unless
yeah, it does.
okay, I wasn't sure if you had something to point out. Well, that's the end of that review. It's your turn, Frosh.
Let's do uh
There's so much to choose from. We can really make ourselves sad and torture ourselves with something horrific, probably.
uh what the frick? Uh I feel like I've seen a lot of these.
I mean, we've read a lot of these like outside of this review bit. A lot of these look
Have we
very
reviewed Pick Me Up
generic.
Infinite Gotcha?
Infinite God. What?
Pick Me Up Infinite Gotcha?
Oh, pick me
Have we
up.
already reviewed that?
We have not. We have
Oh, let's
not.
do it.
Is it time?
Yeah.
Time for the king to come home.
This is interesting. This is interesting.
This one's I it's neat. I feel like it's
I'm so
neat.
addicted to gotcha games that I saw it like it ignited something.
Here's the premise question before we review it. Just to ask you to also like give a question maybe to the viewers. Oh, I imagine watching something at 38 minutes and okay. I imagine something an hour long the way we've been doing these. But if you had a gotcha game, but well, you didn't know this, but like well, yeah, if you don't know it, then I guess you don't care. Okay, if you knew that you could play a gacha game where you recruit heroes, but they're all IRL like human beings from an alternate universe or something, would you do it? And there's permadeath,
What?
obviously.
That sounds extremely unethical. I don't know. I don't think I
Well,
would.
if you didn't
Frankly,
know, it wouldn't really affect you, right? But like, if you
yeah.
knew,
If I knew, I'd be like, who's making this? Should we like boycott them? I don't. Should we? Should we get the police involved?
Well, yeah, you know, they've explored that before with like Batum and other anime manga stuff. Like, what if we just took the people that you didn't really care about and slapped them on an island and had them kill each other for Hunger Game points? And it turns out society doesn't really care, and they think
I
it's
mean, it's like
funny.
Danganronpa.
It's wait, no, people cared about the kids in Danganronpa.
Nah, they all die
Whoa,
sad
hold on.
death.
Are we giving spoilers for Danganronpa V53?
B50. No, no.
No, we wouldn't do that. Well, that's about it for this episode. Thank you for watching again, and if you made it this far, go and slam that like button or something, and click the bell and cram your head into the subscribe button too. And we'll see you some other day next week. All right, bye.